All right, hello there. So we're going to have a look at time. So we're going to have a look at the basics first, so you can get your head around it. Okay, there's 365 days in a year. There are 24 hours in a day. There are 60 minutes in an hour. There are 60 seconds in a minute. Okay, so let's start with the basics. Let's work out how many seconds in a year. So 365 days, how many hours is that? Well, I'd multiply it by 24. And once I've got the hours, so that gives me the hours in a year, I'm going to multiply that answer by 60, because that would give you the minutes in a year. And I'm going to multiply that by 60. That will give me the seconds in a year. So let's see how that works out. 365 times 24 times 60 times 60. And that gives me 315,360,000, which is 31.5 million seconds in a given your average year. Okay, so that's just some nice stats to get you going. Now let's have a look at time and see how you actually deal with time. Okay, so how you deal with time is you try to get time to round to whole numbers. So I'm going to show you an example. Okay, 3:15 p.m. and 4:30 a.m. Now, let's say I want to know the time between those two. How would I work it out? Well, this is how I would do it, okay? And I'm going to visually show you this. I'm going to go find out how far it is in time from 4:30 a.m. to 5 a.m. That's the first thing I'm going to do. So in my head, that's 30 minutes. So I'm just going to park 30 minutes there. Okay, now that I'm at 5 a.m., I'm going to figure out how far it is from 5 a.m. to 12 p.m., in other words, midday. So from 5 a.m. in the morning, it's going to be 7 hours. 7 hours. Okay, and then we're at 12 p.m. We have to get to 3:15 p.m., so let's get to 3 p.m. That's another 3 hours. And then from 3 p.m. to 3:15 p.m., that's 15 minutes. So now let's add up all these. 7 hours and 3 hours is 10 hours. 30 minutes and 15 minutes is 45 minutes. And remember, if you add the minutes up and they come to more than 60, anything over 60 you keep, but you add the hour on. So I'll just try and show you that in another one. So I'm going to show you another one. Okay, so let's go with 8:23 p.m. and we'll take away 5:16 a.m. So let's see how far between those two. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start at 5:16 and I'm going to get it to 6 a.m. So how many minutes to go from 16 past up to 6 a.m. Remember, 60 is the maximum number in an hour, minutes in an hour. So how many to go from 16 up to 60? Okay, that's 44. So I'm going to put 44 down here in minutes. So now I'm at 6 a.m. Let's get from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. That's 6 hours. Now we're at 12 p.m. Let's get to 8 p.m. That's 8 hours. And now we're at 8 p.m. Let's get to 8:23 p.m. That's another 23 minutes. So let's work this out. 8 and 6 are 14 hours. So we definitely have 14 hours. And then we have 67 minutes. That doesn't look right. There's no such thing as 67 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to take away a full hour and leave 7 minutes. And we're going to add the hour on. 15 hours and 7 minutes. Okay, so that's how you do the basics of this. Now I'm going to show you how to do 24-hour time. So this is 8:30 p.m. If you don't want to write the p.m., all you have to do is add 12 to it. So 8:30 plus 12, and you get 20:30. And that is in 24-hour time. Now, the beauty of 24-hour time is it's a lot easier to do sums. So I'm going to do the same sum as I did there, which was 8:23 p.m. take away 5:16 a.m. And I'm going to do it in 24-hour time, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so all I have to do is add 12 on to this one. I don't have to add it on to this one, it's only if it's p.m. So when I add 12 on, I get 20:23, and I'm subtracting 5:16. Okay, so 23 take away 16, would you believe? It's 7. And 20 take away 5, it's 15. And that is the same answer as we just did here. 15 hours, 7 minutes. Okay, so that's how you do it.